There we go. We are live. How's it going, everybody? Miguel Rodriguez here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen on this fine Saturday, Veterans Day. So thank you to everyone out there, to all the veterans.
You're welcome.
We're gonna get to that, obviously.
Tried my cash app down there.
Yeah, no, probably not gonna do that. Anyway,
They could have cashed me a $5 to get some tacos.
fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Thank your veterans in your life, and have a cigar for the freedom, guys.
You're welcome,
all right?
guys.
Want to take over? What's up?
No, I'm just I'll let everyone know that they're welcome.
It is one of them days that people are celebrating. We are actually having a parade here in town. It's a yearly event. I'm very glad they kept that tradition alive. For I don't even know how long. Tom, how you been? Long as I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice that we do things like that and just take a moment to remember and reflect. It's not quite Memorial Day as far as more somber because still got
Right.
this guy, still around, still doing things. And the one thing that's funny that we always say all this day, like on birthdays when they do all the different free things,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you sign up, you don't pay. You don't take advantage of any of those. You did
No, I really don't. And no, you're right. I did one time,
It was like a
and that was
lunch or
an
something.
Olive Garden dinner.
We were already gone.
Yeah,
We were already gone.
but I took advantage of that. Like, oh, because I saw my Navy hoodie. Like, oh, are you a veteran? I was like, yeah. It's like, oh, you get free dinner. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was about it. That was the end of that.
But I think the reason I don't really take advantage of all that stuff is I don't need to. It's like the same reason I don't really use the VA. I don't need to. I have my own insurance. I can do my own stuff. I can pay for my own dinner,
Fair.
And I'd rather that go towards a veteran who maybe can't afford it, A lot of older veterans now that are struggling. And so if we can go to them instead, I'd rather go to them instead. So now I'm not above taking a free cigar, like over at Masfinos where they're doing free cigar of your choice for all veterans. I'm not above that. But yeah, I'm not gonna take a meal or something like that. And let it get to somebody who actually needs it. That I think that's what it's there for.
Fair point. Very fair.
But Dennis, how you doing?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
I hope the weather is nice down there where you're at right now.
Oh, usually better than our area.
Tom, thank you very much. I didn't see that till right now.
Jesus, thank you for joining.
So yeah, but it's time to reflect. Message all my buddies and tell them thank you as well. We got Porter and Miguel and Matt, Freak, Rudolph, Mueller.
Still remember the first time meeting him over at Porter's, and they're just sitting there grilling weenies in the house, and just no buns, just mustard and hot dogs for like 2 hours straight. It was a hilarious moment. I know it has nothing to do with today, but I just cannot get that picture out of my head. Two of the biggest guys you'll see just chewing hot dogs.
How you do it? That is how you do it. Before we get too far into you guys today, I'm smoking Kiki Momo cigars. This is one of our show sponsors, and it is the patriotic cigars, what they call it. It's got the stars up above with the barber pole on the bottom. It is a Habano cigar with the Maduro accents to it and Nicaraguan long filler. And I felt it was the right cigar for today.
I think that's an excellent call. I am having the Big Poppy from another show sponsor, Artista Cigars, our oldest and one of our bestest out there, the David Ortiz Big Poppy cigar. Wonderful flavors to it, Dominican wonderfulness. So I hope you guys, if you haven't tried it, you should. And try it ASAP because you are going to enjoy it. Whether you like this Robusto size or I believe it's a 660. I don't think it's bigger than that. I think it's that Bordeaux size.
They're also making that baseball size, the bat.
I was gonna say, yeah, they have the specialty baseball, which comes in it's the Big Poppy, brother. Man. Hey, yeah, good evening to you. I forgot it's already 6:30 in your neck of the woods. I think. Yeah, 3 hours or 4 hours. 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah, sorry, 3 hours. Head scrambled. Yes, the Big Poppy from Artista Cigars with the baseball. I don't know the dimensions on that. What would you like?
I don't know either.
Ring gauge to
Yeah.
ring it. It's a very nice packaging. I wouldn't even smoke it honestly because it comes in a nice container. Then they're smoking a Toscano, very nice call. Those are some good stuff.
Have you tried the new Toscanos? They're supposed to be really strong. We got 2 of them over at PCA. Miguel got the number 3. I got the number 4. The number 4 they said was the strongest one that they made. And I'm really excited. I haven't tried it yet. It's still in my my Bovita bag. Staying fresh and whatnot. I am looking forward to trying it eventually. I just haven't had the right opportunity to try it just yet.
Now, you don't need to put a Toscano in a humidor pack, though. Is that true for all of them, then? Continuously throughout the line? I think it's supposed to be.
I believe so.
Smoking some Warhead
9.
Oh, the 9. Nice, James. Sorry, I'm trying to get my sharing done, too. I apologize, guys. Richard, how you doing? Over in Texas. Got a litany of people from some great areas right here. I love seeing that. But we already went to ours. Sorry. What we were going to start with for today, good or bad?
Speaking of friends, your friend just watched today and he loved it. Fantastic.
Glad to hear that.
Fantastic. Yes. And then Richard just had a Veterans Day shout out to all who served.
100%. 100%.
I guess we'll start off with some bad. I don't know if you guys have wasted your money yet, but if you haven't, don't. Wait till the Marvels comes out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd watch it then. It's not worth it. 65 humidity. That's fair.
They say you don't need a humidified Toscanos.
Still can.
But you absolutely still can. There's no reason why you can't. You absolutely still can. That's just like their little niche go-to. Oh, you don't have to worry about humidifying these. They're good to go. And of course, you could always split them down the middle and share them. That's also what they're made for.
I was going to say, there are other... That's 2 gimmicks in one cigar.
It
I would
is.
say neither gimmick, both very helpful.
Yeah. But again, so back to the Marvels, you guys. Whoever is saying that it's a great movie, it's the best Marvel movie of the year, they're lying to you. Don't fall for that crap, you guys. It was badly paced, badly acted, quite boring. I don't know how old the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel character is. I'm sure she's like in her 20s.
In real life?
Yeah.
Because she's like high school.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah.
But she has got one of the worst voices I've ever heard. Like, it's so whiny, it's annoying as hell.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it is so whiny.
Oh, Winter Soldier. At least there's a good one.
Yeah, Winter Soldier was excellent.
You don't like Lord of the Rings, you lost all credibility. That is very true. Yeah, I'm going to have to say, I don't care about the pacing so much now because there's so much backstory to all of this. The MCU is so huge that you don't need to, like, I don't need them to set up the movie as much anymore, which is nice. Like, when you go into, I guess this isn't fair because they do their on-screen scrolling thing on Star Wars. Where you go directly into the action.
Right.
On 2 of the movies. One of them you're kind of just walking into it, Return of the Jedi. And then the other ones, a lot of it's just like fall right into the plot. They're very much appreciated. But they do have their scrolling thing, so I guess it doesn't quite count. But you don't need to set up.
Yeah, John, in my opinion, it is that bad.
I didn't like it.
I did not like it. I mean, I'm sure you've all seen at least the trailers. And in the trailer, they're talking about how the main villain is trying to steal resources from planets to take back to our home planet. And honestly, they go to a planet where like, these people suck. Just take their resources because they need to go.
It was hard to watch. It just, yeah.
Thomas, how you doing?
It's a bad word to have to use it, but it was very cringy.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to say that, but it is. It was very. And the plot holes, you could fit the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe through it. It just does not make any sense. And
the only reason to watch it, and you can actually see this on YouTube, is the mid-end credit scene.
I don't know, but like Eduardo said, he liked or he loved her Disney Plus series. So if you are a fan of the character, you might get a kick out of the movie. I didn't really care for it all that much. The Disney Plus are very hit and miss for me, so I didn't even finish that one. It's just for me. I didn't even like Falcon and Winter Soldier all that much. I know you were.
I thought it was really good.
I didn't care for it. Like series I, plural series.
Sure.
I don't need that much story for what could be told in a movie, and I much prefer watching movies. That's just me. That's literally nothing bad about any of the series. That's just what I prefer storytelling wise.
Right.
It's just so. Yeah, see, I'm good. I'm glad I'm not alone on that one. It just wasn't my favorite. It's okay at best. The powers switching in and out, and not really a big fan of Captain Marvel to begin with. It's just so overpowered. Like there's no real stakes to it.
I am hoping once Brie Larson is done with the character, they take her out like they do in the comics.
But they do the comics.
Rogue absorbs all her power.
Oh, that's. Or didn't she go into a coma or something?
Yeah.
And come back later.
Yeah.
Or
I'm hoping Rogue absorbs all her powers, and that's how she gets to fly.
she
And
actually gets to be the Rogue.
super-
we know.
yeah.
That's okay. You're so right. I forgot about that because the Rogue we've only seen is not. Well, she
she didn't fly.
didn't fly. She just absorbed power, which was still really cool. Every time she used it, it was a good plot device.
Going super strong. Yeah.
Yeah. Binary. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, Binary. That's the character they show in the mid-credit end scene. That's who Maria Rambeau. Maria? The mom. That's who she was. The 2 stars on her. That's Binary.
Oh, okay. So they're really like getting that multiverse working. So that's awesome. That's a great way to bring in new characters. Wonderful. Saw Five Nights at Freddy's. I gotta say, as much as I enjoyed the video game, at least not me playing, but watching my younger siblings get scared, the movie was not bad.
It's better than the Marvels.
It's better than the Marvels. I will watch Five Nights at Freddy's again before I watch the Marvels. But I preferred Willy's Wonderland over Five Nights at Freddy's. More action, more Nicolas Cage, more Emily Costa. Just can't say anything bad about it. It's a great movie. Probably a tour de force of a movie. It's up there with Titanic and Godfather.
I was gonna say it's the Citizen Kane of our time.
It really is. It really is. Rosebud and Willie the Weasel, basically the same thing.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing.
Damn it. Anyway, Marvel's just.
I mean, go see it if you love Marvel and you want to go support Marvel and Disney.
If you like the characters, I think you would get a hit.
Yeah,
Marvel,
it's just,
even more.
I mean, I had no problem getting up going to the bathroom because I was like, yeah, whatever.
I can miss a little bit.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. It wasn't my thing. That being said, though, they are setting up some very interesting things. Very excited about that. If it pays off well, great. If not, at least they tried.
Right.
Good stuff that's been happening. Invincible's back. For anyone who watches that series, it is an animated superhero. Not a parody even. No, this is a full-on superhero storyline on Amazon right now with a very long. It's not even that long a running comic. It was a good arc, and they finished it. I believe. I think it is finished. Called Invincible from Iconic Comics. It is good stuff.
Yes.
Season 2 is starting out really well.
The beginning of it threw me off. I was like, what the heck would happen? What did I miss? I missed like a bridge or something.
Oh yeah, you definitely. Well, no, you don't miss anything because
they're
telling you, they're explaining it.
I was wondering. I was like, I thought I did that. I was like, did I miss something here?
Yeah, that could feel that way.
Yeah.
I get that. I hate the MCU as a comic fan, but they are okay for movies. Like the shows, it's hit or miss. There have been a lot of misses lately. When it first started, I thought they were doing very well. I wasn't a huge fan of the first Captain America or Thor, or the second Thor for that matter, or the fourth Thor.
I like the fourth one.
Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
It was okay.
Better than Marvel.
Ragnarok was like that sweet point of, they're joking and showing action. And Invincible is great. I think it's a fantastic show. I think they're doing a better job telling the story than the comics. And the same with the next one we're talking about, which I won't go into just yet.
Right.
Have you checked out new Ghostbusters show? No, I have not
yet.
Check that out. Did check out a trailer for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That looks okay. I haven't seen the last one though.
No, me neither.
Malkovich was in it, I think.
I haven't seen the last one either.
Anyway, tell me if I'm wrong on that. I liked Ragnarok. I liked them taking it not so serious as the Dark World, because it was just So kind of again, it's these characters that I'm not afraid are gonna be killed off before
Right.
the next one. So I know it's not a real. It's dumb complaints.
As
But
far as Loki goes, the last episode 6 just came out, so I was actually waiting because I want to binge the whole thing. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait week by week by week. So Loki is one I'm gonna watch all at one time.
Oh, you didn't want to wait, so you waited
I don't want to have to wait to catch.
in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the thing we have Disney Plus here at the club, so we can go and kill that off in a weekend or so.
Yeah. One day if you have to.
But yeah, there's some that I don't mind waiting, like Invincible. I won't mind waiting, but for Loki or I think Echo, I might wait till it all comes out because Daredevil and Kingpin are supposed to be in it, and I don't want Daredevil to pop up at the end of episode 3.
And they have to
I have to wait a week. Yeah.
You know, it's gonna pop at the end of the series, right? You have to wait a season.
Yeah.
Or a year for the next season.
Yeah. But much like House of the Dragon, I didn't want to wait, but I could not. I love that. Love it too much.
We haven't even caught up on Winning Time.
No, we
Season
have
2,
not.
so I think all the way out now.
Mhm.
It has to be by this point. There's also Gen V, which has been out for a minute. Not that long, but it's been a minute. And I think that's pretty dang phenomenal.
Awesome show. If you guys are fans of The Boys or not as mainstream comics, definitely check it out. Man, it started off kind of like, for me, the first episode was like kind of whatever. But then as soon as it got into the story more and developed, you found out who's really who and who you can trust and you can't trust, kind of a thing. It's fantastic right now. I'm super into it. Can't wait to get some more episodes going.
Gen V was insane. I just watched the Boys animated show recently. It was that I love the little stories too. That's the one we're talking about, right? Where it's just little one-offs in the same universe, right? I think Kumail Nanjiani and I think Aquafina either they did it together or they did separate episodes, or they were involved, and really good stuff. I'm glad they animated that one because some of the stuff they did required an easier way to tell the story. I think CGI would have been very difficult. Have you checked out Suburban Screams yet? No,
not yet. Oh, you know what else I want to rewatch though? What was that? Robots.
Either Love, Death, and Robots.
Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah. Want to check out that again? I really like that.
It was a new season, and that was another good one-off thing where they did different animations too. Absolutely love that. Rick and Morty guy did one. See, I never was a fan of Rick and Morty.
Neither was I. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can't.
I've watched a couple episodes. Did not laugh. Seen the little clips here and there. There's some funny little bits here and there, but for the most part,
like people buy the Pickle Rick shirts and other people laugh their ass off. I don't get it.
It's like, all right, cool. Enjoy your pickle. What do you call it? What did you think? Heard bad reviews of Suburban Scream. Still gotta watch that. Very excited to hear that Terrifier 2 got its third, or Terrifier got a third one. But then I heard something about budget getting cut because it wasn't good for. They were going with a bigger production company to fund it. That's fine. Just go back to crowdfunding.
But I guess the people that did want to invest in the movie pulled out or said no because it didn't look like it was going to do well because it's kind of got a still cult following and that's about it. So the money that'll make, but it's not going to be like a huge blockbuster.
No, I think the crowdfunding way would be better because the money's already there and everyone who put in wants to see it made. That's why they're doing it. So you're done. The new season isn't the same as the original voice guy. Isn't the same without the original voice guy. I get that. I feel that. Although I haven't got to watch it, going to see it eventually. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, there's so much stuff out there.
Yeah,
you get buried in it. I just re-looked at Apple TV, and there's a bunch of stuff on there I wanted to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not gonna happen for quite some time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's too much. But back to Gen V because I've seen more of that than Invincible season 2. Loving the characters. The Power Rangers are unique compared to a lot of other things you see out there.
The Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Rangers! I think the Power Rangers. Like what?
The
Sure,
different
you
things
watch it.
they do.
Right.
The things in which and how they use their powers is hilarious. Like
Mhm.
a little spoiler, one of them grows big and small, and she has to throw up or eat in order to do so, and that really fits. I think she's a character from the comic. I cannot remember for the life of me.
I never read the comics. I've only seen the shows.
I got breakdowns. Got breakdowns of it. The way that a lot of powers get utilized in the comics is just like that, where they have to have some kind of trade-off in order to do things, and I love that.
Now, is that for soups born with their powers, or soups that are given the injection?
I don't remember if there's a difference as far as how it just depends on the power too. Because some of them, like Homelander or A-Train, there's not really a trade-off there. But some of them have to do things like ridiculous. Like one of them can turn into any metal but can't move. And like that's the same with another character. I think on Marvel has, but it just shows how ridiculous sometimes it can be. Or one guy grows giant, like the blob size, but he has the flashlight to get smaller again or something like that.
Because it'll take him up into the. We cut the rivets.
Yes, Willy Wonka's it.
Yes, of course.
The new Godzilla show does look great. I cannot wait for that. I think Apple's going to do a great job. Apple's pretty good with everything they've given and everything they've acquired, so I'm not going to be sad about that. DC had a guy. Okay, it was DC who had a guy like that. Okay, yeah, it just turns the metal, but he's no longer can move. It's like, all right. Good stuff. Again, I am smoking the Big Poppy from Artista Cigars. About halfway done right now. I started before I started, so apologize. It is phenomenal. It's dark, got some nice chocolate notes in there, a little bit of pepperiness. Peppery might not be the right word. Spice. Got some spice to it. I think pepper and spice aren't always the same. I think you guys can relate to that. But with those two mix of that, like a little bit of sweet and a little bit of spicy, it's very, very complimentary. I'm loving that.
I don't know if it's because I'm drinking coffee or it just has it, but I'm detecting very faint notes of coffee in the cigar. Most of the notes I'm getting are oak, slight black pepper spice on the back of the palate, and a little bit of leatheriness to it. All in all, fantastic cigar so far, you guys. Again, it's from Kiki Momo. It's called their patriotic cigar. You can tell it apart from the others because it comes only in a torpedo, I believe. It has the stars on the top, and below the band, it has the barber pole. So,
yeah, I love that. It's a great cigar.
It's very, very good cigar.
Very fond of that. Check them out.
Yeah, you guys check out Kiki Momo's whole portfolio. They've got tons of facings. You guys got tons of different configurations of their cigars. So, give them a look over. They're not too expensive.
No, it's a great lineup for the prices too. Yeah, definitely agree with that. Ooh, good stuff. So, as far as Gen V goes, they got like 2-3 more episodes left.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
And I don't think the boys. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's not coming back until next year. I think we gotta wait until
I think spring.
Spring? Oh, that's a kick in the teeth right there.
Same, or maybe fall for House of the Dragon.
That I'm okay waiting for because I've waited for so
2
long.
years,
I know I've been waiting so long. I can wait.
And you know what they do?
I am not really caring about the other one that they're planning, the Hedge Knight.
I have not heard of that yet.
Yeah, it's Sir Duncan the Tall, the Hedge Knight. I guess they call them Hedge Knights because they're not bound to one castle or one lord or the king. They go around. Basically, yeah.
Their last Ronin, yeah.
It is a Ronin, but in European fashion. So it's a knight who doesn't have a set base. They're like better than a mercenary, but they also don't always charge too. They go around helping too if they want. Adventure is what they want to do, and they sleep under hedges. Is where they get the name from. It's a hedge knight.
Interesting. Do they have lands?
I don't think so. I think it's just a knight who's been knighted, good fighter, got his armor at least, so they're not quite poor, but they don't exactly have money. It would be the equivalent, I guess, of if a hobo also had a degree in finances and went around the country like solving small business problems. or
They're not poor though.
yeah, but I guess a hobo with a degree wouldn't be either, though. I would assume.
Well, he'd be a
Hobo is not poor. Hobo is someone who travels to work. It's true. That's a real thing.
What's their bean situation though?
That depends on the hedges they're under.
Mm.
But if you got back then, they didn't have canning, so you had to carry your own fresh beans or dried beans, I guess technically. It's a difficult life. It's a difficult life.
Yes, it is. Not knowing where next bean is coming from.
I was listening to a podcast on Carl Panzeram. It was a travel by train serial killer here in the U.S. And he actually got to Africa where he killed more people. And he at one point robbed President Taft's house after his president.
Damn.
Like this is like this corroborated story where he stole a bunch of jewelry and a gun. And he sold the jewelry to buy a yacht. And he used that yacht to lure sailors like, hey, come work on my yacht. We're going to go up and down New York and whatnot and a couple of these rivers. And instead of that, instead of paying them, he just killed them, took their stuff. So he was killing people with a president's gun.
It's easier than having to pay them.
It's cheaper at least. I don't know if it's easy. I guess it's easier for him. I don't think I could do that. I wouldn't want to. I bring that up because the hobo difference. He had a whole book he wrote. What was it? Panzeram. Oh gosh, in his own words or something. One of those kind of books where they write once they're in prison, and then he gave the notes to a CO, and he got it published for him. But
interesting.
It was apparently it's a really good book. I gotta find it. But he goes into all the different this is all the criminal job names, and this is all the people that are traveling the rails, like hobo versus a roustabout or something, and all the subtle differences in the names. Hobo sticks in my head because it's not someone who's homeless for not working and looking for handouts.
Mm-hmm.
They are traveling to look for work, but they don't want to live it.
All right, real quick, back in this cigar info, you guys. It is November. Next month, we're going to start counting down our top cigars. You and I are going to come up with our list. We might do 25 again. We might do 10. Depends on how much we're agreeing on stuff. So make sure you guys get your cigars list together too. We're going to want to hear from you guys. What you guys have to say are your top cigars of the year. Of course, again, ours will not be on the list because it looks bad. If we put it number one, it looks like we're totally biased. If we don't put it number one, it looks like we don't have faith in our product. So it's a no-go either way. It's a catch-22 that just doesn't work out no matter which way you do it. So our cigars, again, will not be on our list. They can be on your list. That's totally fine, totally cool. But as far as our list goes, we'll be top 10 or 25 cigars, depending on how much we agree on some stuff and disagree on some other stuff. But we definitely want you guys to check it out.
Okay. I think I would love to see you guys send as many top 5, as many as we can collect. I would like to see 100 top 5 lists, and then we could put those in order, whichever ones get the most, and in what position they go. Is where we'll have those, so we can get a people's choice top 5 or top 10, maybe depending on how many get overlapped, or how many are spread out. Like if 10 cigars get most of the votes, we gotta put 10 on there. I'm sure there'll be some overlap, and I'm sure there'll be some that go out of left field. But that's the best part of that kind of stuff. So I like reading as many lists as I can. Cigar Aficionado is fine. Cigar Snob, Cigar Dojos are always good. But I want to hear from as many of the guys who take their time to do that. Love that. No, I'm not going to go see that. I think it looks lame.
And don't forget, if you guys think there's a cigar that should be on our list, make sure you guys mention it during one of the shows so we can try to get a hold of it. We try to taste it for ourselves, see how we like it. As it is, just goes off of everything that we've already smoked. So, if you guys have any ideas, let us know. Again, next month we'll have our top cigar list started, and we'll probably announce the number one, probably the top 5 in January.
First week or so.
I'll thank you, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing? The more options, the better. I'm not saying all of them going to make it, but I definitely want to hear you guys' opinion. And hopefully, maybe before the end of the year, if we can get as many, we'll put an actual post out to give us your top 5 or top 10 of the year. So we can start. Or
maybe just a top 1.
I want to see a couple. I want to see their range. all you got to do is at that point just read through them. I'll just do a little check mark. Hey, this one got more votes than the other one, so this one's obviously higher. Or this one's been mentioned, but it's not as popular as the other ones. So it goes low on the list.
It makes
big-
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense. That does make sense. I feel you. I see you're thinking there. Well, now you guys are at the halfway mark or the 30-minute mark, so we'll cut it so you guys can get back to your Saturday, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
get ready to meet up with the family and have a little Veterans Day dinner here in a little bit. So let you guys get going. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget to join us on Friday.
Absolutely. Spin the wheel is my birthday. No, today. Jeff, I'm sorry. Happy birthday, brother.
Oh, that reminds me. Both Best Ash and Birthday Contest pictures are up on Cigars, Whiskey, and Beautiful Women. So go start entering your Best Ash pictures. As you can see, you guys, it's not always sexy that wins. You know, Samantha may have won 2 months ago, but last month's was a beautiful ash. So,
Wonderful. Both of the finalists.
yeah. So I mean, and Samantha and a few other ladies entered some pictures that were beautiful. But as you can see, it's up to you guys to vote for them. So get all your ash pictures in, get your birthdays up or your significant other up if it's in November.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yes. Have a good one, guys. We will talk to you Monday.